how to get your bass to the next level in 5 minutes. Let's say you have something like this. The bass is coming from my Hive 2 preset pack. At first, it sounds pretty cool, but if you think about the 6 minutes track, this will get quite boring quite fast because this will be just the same thing. To make it more interesting, the first thing I will do is actually separate the bass and sub bass so that I can play with the bass later on the way I wanted without really worrying about my low end. Just a super simple bass line. Sidechain the kick, of course, and then we're gonna go to our main bass line and do a high pass so we get rid of the sub. Together. So what I'm going to do, maybe play around with the octaves so that we have a little bit jumps here and there. Let's say we get this one up. And maybe this one up as well. Now we have a bit movement. Now we can actually increase the movement by also automating the cutoff or the parameters in our bass. In this case, I'm going to go to my preset over here. And if we click here and take a look at the parameters over here, all the macros, we see there is a filter cutoff. Really cool, isn't it? These two parameters already giving us a lot of room to play around. What I'm going to do, probably, the first thing is, of course, the cutoff. And the second thing will be probably decay and maybe release, maybe even a bit of distortion. Let's try out. We don't need to play everything. We can take the pan, right, and do something like go up, maybe go up a little bit here, go down, and then maybe stay static, and then go even up more and down. Let's listen first. Then we're gonna take this and simplified envelope. Didn't work that much. So what I'm going to do, actually delete a bit more. Now, I don't like it's going too dark over here. I'm going to keep the darkness a bit and push a bit more. And this opening up, I think the first one is too much. And again, it's getting too dark. I'm going to just simplify a bit more. Now I'm also thinking, I think this one was the release. Maybe we can release a bit more here. But this one was a decay, doesn't matter. I think we can do the same thing over here and go a bit even more. And I will probably come back to the original position at the beginning of here. So if I remember correctly, this one is the release. And the final one, if I remember correctly, was distortion. Let's try this. Too much, let's bring it down. But we can do like increase the amount so that the amount is less. We are having this moving up sound. And that opening up also feeds in the delay, gives us a really nice stereo field. Now, you can play more. Of course, you can make it much more pretty, playing a bit more the parameters. I don't want to spend too much time. The other thing I'm going to do now is actually finding an accent. So in some parts, I may have like this bass hits, bass steps to emphasize certain notes. You can use anything. I'm going to probably go just for my Pigments preset pack because I know there are some good basses there. You can use anything that you want. And what I want now is gonna bring this down here. I'm gonna use it really sparsely. So it will be just like one note somewhere that we enjoy. Maybe again here. This is a bit too bright. Get something a bit more aggressive. Okay, this one, revised Masio. This one has a bit acid sound. Let me solid it so that you can hear. Right, this has this wing wing. Let me darken. And you see that we are one octave up, so we don't need to even high pass this one. Let's play with the sound. Cool, isn't it? It's almost like a colon answer. Can open up more. Think about it, like if the track was longer, we could feed more and more and open more, get more into the groove. Now we are only looping around, but really cool. And yeah, this is it. We get from this dull bass into this beautiful, gorgeous low end. Remember that all these project files are actually available on my Patreon. If you want to take a closer look on this one and play yourself, take a look at my Patreon. Link on the description below. If you feel like this video was useful for you, please consider like and subscribe.